Have you ever stopped to think why it is that the elderly in our families are the ones who become the family historians? The ones to whom we turn for those pieces of our heritage, the moments that are particularly special to our families. The trite answer is obvious. They have lived the longest, so they have more of the family moments stashed away in their memory. But historians are not simply rote keepers of the facts. Historians piece together the chaotic masses of data and try to make sense of it all. They try to find meaning by telling a story of what really happened, a story that captures the importance of those events. Because of this, the people with the most snow on the roof are the ones best poised to make sense of where our family came from, where we are today, and why we might matter. They can see a larger view of the puzzle that has been slowly coming together for generations. But making a story out of history is not a privilege solely for the aged. On the contrary, every individual who has the capacity for reflecting on their past is already a historian of their own life. Memories are curious things. It is often the case that memories are created in moments of strong emotion. The first kiss shared with your lover is remembered, but the last one exchanged in a fleeting moment is discovered to be forever lost from memory when the lover dies unexpectedly. Moments of pain, ones we'd give anything to forget, mar our minds and rise to the surface when all we want is the peace that comes with forgetting. And then there are those random, seemingly unimportant memories that lodge themselves in our brains, and we wonder why something so ordinary was carefully kept in our hearts. It has become very popular of late to talk about writing your own life story, but I think perhaps this idea is a bit misguided. Unlike an author, we don't have much control over what events are strung together in our story. We don't really get to decide whether that tragedy is inserted here or that moment of catastrophe is placed there. Yes, our choices have a large role to play in the story of our lives, but not much is actually in our control. You are but one character in a cosmic drama that has been playing out for thousands of years and will continue to play out long after you exit the stage. There are more variables outside of our control than we'd like to admit. So instead of becoming the author of our story, perhaps we can become the historians of our story, finding meaning in the many moments of our lives as we piece together our memories. Doing history involves answering 5 questions: who, what, where, when, and why. In those middle-of-the-night moments when you suddenly call into question the meaning of your existence, you are asking the last of those 5, using the other 4 to help you craft the answer. And the materials that you use to do so will primarily come from your own memory. This is because memories are the standout moments where that jostling stream of life stops, like photographs of time frozen. And the stringing together of these pearls, whether white or black, is the making of your history, making your story, not simply a timeline of facts. I think this is why I love practicing documentary-style photography. I'd much rather capture the beauty of ordinary memories as they unfold, rather than carefully posing artificial ones. One of my favorite movies is The Magic of Ordinary Days. Set on a very rural Colorado farm during World War II, it depicts the surprising magic that ordinary days can work in a broken life. It's a reminder that even in a world caught up in the chaos of death, conflict, and broken relationships, the mundane and ordinary are the anchors that give us a sense of normalcy, of home, perhaps even enduring beauty and love that cannot be swallowed up by shadow. In fact, it is those ordinary days that form the bulk of our history, giving meaning to the extraordinary moments that infrequently arise. What stories like the magic of ordinary days remind us of is that we have the ability to save our lives with a story where the mundane and ordinary take center stage as that which can give the story of our history some meaning, even beauty. Telling stories is a deeply human act. In telling our history, we are condensing and organizing the chaos of life into something we or someone else can process. Yes, our memories are subject to corrosion, editing, or fading over time, just like an old photograph. To be frank, though, accuracy of a memory is not as important as the meaning of it. So how does curating your life history into a story save your life? Think of it this way. All stories are shaped to some degree by any or all of these basic elements of creation, fall, death, resurrection, and redemption. I challenge you to find a story that doesn't have one or more of these major plot threads. This is because a redemption narrative shapes the very reality of human experience, and this narrative is the complete puzzle of which your life and mine are just a tiny segment. Nevertheless, these elements are what give shape and meaning to your own story within the story. Making your life a redemption story of your history will save it from being meaningless. Letting those motifs of fall and redemption be your outline, you, the historian, can fill in the colors and shading with your memories. Telling your story as a small piece of the history of creation, fall, death, resurrection, and redemption is what will bring order to chaos, meaning to meaninglessness, and purpose to randomness. And therein lies the magic of ordinary days. When fashioned into a story, they become the main substance of your life's narrative. In fact, they become the most important moments. The moments where you kept going even when you didn't want to get out of bed. The moments where another moment of faithfulness went unsung and unseen. The moments where you allowed yourself to make the enjoyment of beauty the most sacred part of your day. I hope you have a lovely day or night, and I will see you next time. Bye.